Gentlemen, we do not stop
the deck building.
What about
Swain deck.
We've already had it.
We've had one, yes. What about second?
Swain deck. And I want to make your wishes come true. And with that, greetings freaks and folks to another deck video and gameplay. And yeah, maybe I could be also on the other side because I really also wanted to play a Swain deck, another one. And I talked about this one in the last one and I called it bowling. Why? Because we strike a lot. Please don't hate me. We do have a ton of strike spells because what people seem not to know is that striking is actually a non-combat damage, which means you will level up the Swain, by the way. I made him prismatic the last time. And you need to have this 12 damage dealt. Well, what do we want to do with this deck? We do want to have very high attack stats in order to have a lot of damage dealt with the strike spells. We have a full of single combat for that. We have a one-off of Whirling Death, sort of a conditional worse single combat. Even though you only strike, you don't get stroke back, right? But really the star of this deck for the strikes is the bloody business, because you need to have a 5+ attack power unit to strike with this, but you have the reputation and it costs 2. So it will be a one-sided single combat to that point, and it's absolutely broken. We have seen how broken single combat was in the past, and bloody business being now 2 mana is just sick if you have the reputation. And we also have a full of concerted strike for the bigger units if we need 2 of our units to remove some bigger threats. As you can see here in this list, there is only one unit that is not capable of going up to 5 attack, and this is the Fleet Feather Trigger. As a one-off, every other unit that we have in this deck has put the potential to go up to 5. The Swain will have, upon level up, the 5 attack. The Incisive Tactician and the Double Levy here do have the 5 attack right away. The Combat Cook has, out of 2 weapons, he will have 5 attack as well. We have a 2 of Reckless Typharian and we have a full of LeBlanc. And this, she kind of stole the show in this video, and you will see what I'm talking about here in the gameplay, but she was actually providing us with also some more spice we have if we need some more off-combat damage with that, but we almost never use this. And most of the time you want to keep those LeBlancs to level up and get this mirror image. And this is where things get nasty, because you can copy another Swain and you have then doubled the effect and attack with both 2 levels overwhelm Swains with this effect. It's just crazy. And you can also copy literally every other card that we have here. We can even copy an Inside Tradition to rally again if we need to. We can copy a Levy, even though that's not so good. Just copy another LeBlanc to, yeah, just have a resilient body and a free ephemeral blocker at times, because we lack on the defensive side a little, but we want to compensate that, is that the right word, with damage and aggression. So what we have in here is a Force of Preferring Glory Seeker, which is a 2 mana 5/1 with Challenger, which can block, but you can take away threats. You want to clear the board most of the time. Full of Thrashing Snapper. If he gets blocked, he gets up to 5 attack as well, so we can then go him with a reputation, and he's very well positioned as a full set. I was running him beforehand as a 1-off or a 2-off, and he felt so good that he's now a 3-off. You could even combine him with things like Cataclysm to grow up his attack to 5 if you need to in emergency situations. But most of the time we have... This was maybe the ground idea, the base idea of this deck when I made this, was 1, the strike effects and leveling him, but second, we have Cataclysm in Demacia. Only a 2-off here because this is a classic challenging, this is not a strike, so it doesn't fit really well in this leveling Swain game plan, right? But this 2-off is enough to have this moment where you have the Swain on the board and he's leveled and you will Cataclysm something, and you will then overwhelm the opponent and, yeah, deal 3 to all enemies and the enemy Nexus. You know how that works up to that point. The 2-off of Whispered Words to not run out of steam, and up to this point it felt enough to not run out of steam over time, because we also have a spicy 1-off here, you know, I like those. And I yet again included the Great Apothecary, which is just phenomenal in this deck. We never run out of steam if we find it, and you will see in today's gameplay what I'm talking about. Also a 2-off of Sharpsight to either protect LeBlanc because it's really fragile, as well as the Swain. If they get removed and we have the Great Apothecary, you get all the value, which feels phenomenal. Not a Force of Levy, by the way, because I think it's a little too slow and it doesn't really fit the game plan. We want to have early aggression and we want to go in, and we need those strike spells, and I couldn't really fit in another card here, and I really want to have this Incisive Tactician to have potentially another attack with the Swain, or yeah, just a surprise rally, because most of the enemies won't see it coming. I have to say, this deck is so much fun, was even more fun than the last Swain deck, and this has to mean something. So I actually recorded on 2 days. You will see in today's video what I'm talking about. But before we jump into the gameplay, as always, we jump into the too long didn't watch. So hello, very lovely lads, with a little time. This deck is built around Swain and striking, because striking will actually meet his requirement, deal non-combat damage. We have a ton of strike spells and a lot of big stats. We have a lot of 5 attack units. We want to have the reputation early on to discount our bloody business and the whispered words and the Incisive Tactician, and also level the LeBlanc quite consistently, getting in this one here and copy Swain and nasty stuff like that. And if you want to know every single card, what they do, why they're in there, what my thought process was, you can always skip back, see the whole deck tech. For those of you who can't wait anymore, let's jump into the gameplay right now. So grab yourself a brewing of your choice and you enjoy the matches. Alright boys, let's strike him where it hurts. We're facing Ionia, which is always scary. MasterYi. I like keeping the Tracker, Trifairy and Glory Seeker combo here. We'll mulligan the rest though. Want to find a curve, want to find a 3-drop in the best scenario. Okay, we got one of these anyways. Let's get in the Tracker though. Want to activate the Challenger next turn. Man, these draws are not what I need. I mean, we can spread out. That's something. Plays nothing, so we go in with this. Threaten some big damage. Okay. Well, in that case, oh, yeah, I like that one.
Places to go.
People to be. Just in time, LeBlanc. No matter what he's playing here, it will feel bad. I mean, 1-drop into, what's the face? The recall, right? That would be something. But if not, whoa! Wow! It's taking all the damage.
The spirit gives to those who listen.
Okay, that's an Eye of the Dragon. But we're almost there with the LeBlanc. I mean, you can recall it technically, right? Let's go with the Snapper. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have any strike spell here. That's such a bummer. Wow, he's actually targeting this. Why would you do that? There's a LeBlanc there, almost leveled. Okay. Next turn we have a total of 5 mana, which allows me 2 concerted strikes, so I will actually play my whole...
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Whole thing here, whole thingamajig. Spread out entirely. It's tempting, but let's go in now.
I'll cut them apart. What a treat.
I think I want to try to remove the... Any of those blocks will enable the reputation still. So, I mean, we only need 2 strikes with 5 attack anyways. He can't give him plus 2 HP to make him survive. Wow. He's actually taking the whole damage. He's going down to 2. Alright. Your funeral.
I whisper truth
Into lies. I hope he gets greedy and plays the Lee now. That would be great. Doesn't have any spell yet activated for the Eye of the Dragon. Wow. Nothing, really? Okay. No heal for you, no Lee for you.
Beware the dragon spirit.
So we'll go with this.
For the Empire!
For the Empire! Uh-huh.
Our enemies cannot hide.
Okay. Well, sorry, Mr. Lee. That ain't enough. Ba-ba-bum. And this game. Wow. What a game. 1. Hit it, bonk.
It was inevitable.
It was. If you liked it so far, why not giving it a like? That would be great. Thank you. as we face our next enemy, which is Nami, Lee Sin, and TF. I've seen this deck before. This is, yeah, very reactive. And Nami is a threat, definitely. So I will make all that I can to get these challenges in. So I can get down her on turn 2 and him on turn 3. Which leaves me with... Oh, it's close to be better than a Trifarian Hopeful. Oh, double Hopeful. Well,
I need just a moment.
is that then? Okay. Makes sense. Would you not attack with that? Oh wow. Does he have any removal for that? I don't think so, right? Let's get it in, why not?
Places to go.
People to be. Ba-da-dum.
I'll cut them apart.
I'll actually challenge this, because I want to strike for 5 damage. And the tough makes it so that I don't get to hit for 5, unfortunately. Okay. But at least we're 9 out of 15. Man, this tough unit sucks a lot. That could low-key cost me the game. Okay, in case he does have TF, I won't play into red card. But he has to do something about this. Okay. I think I like Glory Seeker into open attacking
Victory
here.
requires a sharp.
Even though I miss out on my Reckless Teferian again, but makes it so that I will level my bonk here. Because even if he does have a recall thingamajig,
Glory, face me.
I can counter it with a Dueling Death. Okay. I could still use Whirling Death, but I'd rather let this happen, just to make sure I get the reputation.
I whisper truth
into lies. Well, it's supposed to be a video about Swain. Why is LeBlanc doing all the work here? Okay, let's draw for now. A Snapper. I like that one. Okay. So Nami's almost there. Only one more mana. I like that third Glory Seeker here. So no Lee Sin this turn,
Jack said there'd be contenders out
which
here.
is good for me. Let's get in the Trifarian.
Nothing can stop me.
The Reckless Trifarian.
I don't do meditation.
Let's go with you
Sharpen
as
the
well,
blade, secure the kill.
as we secure the kill. Okay, be more on wind.
Embrace the current or be swept away.
Okay,
I am the tide caller. I
we'll
will
drive back the darkness. So he does level her. I will try my best and remove her right away. Obviously, Nopify is a card, but if not, we get to remove it right away. Wow. Nothing? Really? Wow. That's phenomenal for us.
I'll cut them apart.
I mean, to be fair, I could go for the mirror image here, but he could develop things, so let's do this instead. Okay. Does he have something against this, is the question. Okay, that's working out for us. Wow, we even have the rally in hand. That's just crazy. Oh, well, go for it right away.
The blood, then stop the heart.
Oh, you're stopping this.
That's a sea biscuit, Shelly, but good try.
Yeah. I have no clue how you're stopping this, man. Never surrender. Yeah, and that's game. Boom! Second Nami down. Feels so good. Hit it, bonk.
One step closer.
We go on against Pupulo. Popolo. I have no clue how we would pronounce that. Zoe Leona. Well, I'm interested in that one. Let's mulligan these, even though the bloody business could be nice. But as long as we don't have the reputation, I'd rather don't have it in hand. I like this one and the sharp sights, because it can both allow me to remove the Zoe. Even though it feels bad that the hopeful won't get the buff if I'm forced to play him on turn 2, but maybe we'll find something else. I think I'd rather use my sharp sight anyways this turn. Yeah, and there's my Noxian follower. Come on, hit me. You want to. There's nothing that can rescue here, Zoe. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Let's get in the offense. As we call a path.
Bless the faithful and sear the heretics.
Yeah, I want to attack into this with a challenger. But I do want to attack with this. Just for the reputation. Or maybe invest in other cards. Okay. Makes sense. Remove one of these. But he's helping me actually with the level up with Swain, which is funny. Oh, double Swain here.
Clad in shining sunlight.
We have these.
Burn away doubt.
Yeah, I'm not blocking this. Oh, wow. Let's get in the Swain.
Vision to see
What others cannot. Will we see a Leona here?
our sun will not
No.
set today.
That ain't no Leona. I think in that case I wanna pass. But then again, I think I wanna attack with this at least. Because it can't block anyways. And I'd rather have another hit for my reputation.
Fall, heretic.
Yep. Trade these. I wanted to keep it just to Concerted Strike and get the 10 damage right away to level him up. But I still have a Flock in hand and maybe other tools to level my Swain here. Okay, I do have the mana for the Trifarian into Concerted Strike, so I will go for it.
For the hand.
As we go for the hat!
Daylight everlasting.
Let's pass. Bum, 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 bum. We take with everything.
Them down.
Was the wrong order, by the way.
Believer.
That was bad. Bad ordering.
Gaze into the light.
Okay. We're trying to do the thing. Let's see if it works out. Okay. We can navigate around that. Something else? If this was a judgment, you fucked up. Because judgment will rescue you. That's probably not. Yeah, it's dead. Okay. I mean, we have another Swain in hand. It's not the end of the world. So we do get the reputation here. Okay, there's the Sun Guardian. Let's get in the blocker. For Rune. Ooh, baby, we have the combo. Okay. Well, problem has it that he will buff the Rune with it. But I can still do it. I mean, I'm not leveled yet, that's the problem. No, I need to draw. Unfortunately, it's not the turn now. Oh wow, I like that one. Let's get in the cook. If you smell what the cook is cooking. Yeah, at least he can attack with the Guardian. Definitely blocking into that one. Unfortunately, Ravoon gets 4 HP again. That hurts. Let's get in you. We might need the long breath. Oh, what? It stays on it? It says give it this round. Oh no, it's grow, okay. Alright, that hurts. We have a lot of mana, so we can actually do everything here.
The best lies
Oh,
are
beautiful. We bait him with a bonk, and then we go in with Swain Cataclysm combo afterwards. Okay.
Shine like the sun, you must burn
Like it.
Light illuminates the land.
Let's go in anyways.
Ever vigilant.
He's actually having the balls to take the block. Or not. Wow. That's actually reckless. And if my Swain was leveled, he would be close to that. Yeah, but unfortunately we have to do this. Put these two into each other. Get another follower to play, actually. Okay, here's a basket. That hurts.
The black
But
rose
we level
blooms
once more. Oh wow, shit. Yeah, we have to play that to survive.
Courage,
Excuses for war. At least it doesn't have Challenger yet. There is another bonk.
Protect our people.
I have to do this in reaction.
Right where I want you.
Victory awaits.
Wait. So if he has another Daybreak card, I'm pretty much done for. So let's get in you
Do as I say when I say.
and hope that we survive this attack. Please don't. No.
One true light.
Why would you do this to me? You're so heartless. Yeah, that's game. We have a tough Nexus, but we don't survive that. Nope, we don't.
Raise your weapon, Sunwind.
Hey, yeah, it's okay. You showed off that you stun me a lot. GG, buddy. Was a good one.
This is not the end.
And our last matchup is Plunder against Nulto. Yeah, Sejuani is scary for sure. For sure. We'll mulligan these for now. I like the Cook and also the Snapper, giving me an early play. Or 2 early plays. Wow. I like that one. Yeah, unfortunately that's the one thing I was scared of. Because he could still have a parlay. But he doesn't. I like it. I like it a lot. Obviously pass here. See what he goes for. Nothing. Wow. You're not progressing your Plunder, dude. Are you realizing that?
You can fix anything with anything. I'll prove it.
Okay, we will see about that. I will actually go and try to... will I? I don't think so. But then again, if he has Make It Rain, I'm playing into it next turn with a Glory Seek anyways. So yeah, let's go and try it. We prevent Plunder if it goes through. Okay, and if not, we take away another Plunder Mabler for him. Even though we lose that single combat here. But he is still 1 out of 5. Okay, make it a triple. And we definitely take that one.
A good fight's the spice of
Because
life.
we need to block.
Garlic works in a pinch.
And also it gives us a free attack this turn. Next turn we have mana for another Cook into Whirling Death, which I like a lot. He had Parlay in hand.
Full of pain.
Why didn't you use it? You're blocking that? You're an aggro deck, dude. You can't just lose your units like that.
Neither the flames nor the depths can claim me.
Okay. Yeah, none of these have 5 attack, unfortunately. So we'll go for the Pot of Pain, just to block into the Gangplank without taking damage. So he actually has to invest. Okay. So we have another Make It Rain out of him. Dare to attack, buddy. Okay. Well, you're throwing away all your Plunder enablers, dude. Are you wary of that? Okay. I will actually try to kill that with a Glory Seeker.
Sharpen the blades,
Secure the kill.
Savage cold.
Okay. I mean, I could still go for this. But it's only 3 attack, we need more. So what we're doing is this into
Good fight.
that,
Spice of life. Garlic works in a pot for boiling.
and then we be going in. Would surprise me if it's not blocking. Yeah. So we're doing this. Progressing Swain. Progressing the reputation. And killing a Sejuani in the process. Sounds good to me.
Safety will cost you.
I like that apothecary. So let's go and get it. We keep the Concerted Strike open.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
He actually pulled that. Oh, that's stupid. That's very stupid. Anyways.
For glory, you are mine.
Anyways. Let's do this. So remove both champions. And he is now 4 out of 5. One follower left. We have reputation enabled. Get a overgrown snapwine. What? Okay. I mean, it's for reputation. Okay, I'll get this one.
I stand for Noxus.
This is Rex. Oh, nice. That was close. So let's go for this onto you. And this onto you. Is he actually high rolling a crackshot Corsair? How lucky is that?
I'll cut them apart.
Actually stupid. AG is just killing me an open attack next turn. What? You're blocking? Why in the hell would you do that? You had lethal on board. This makes more sense. But he's one of lethal. That's the thing. Oh, that's a good top deck.
Captain's orders.
That's a phenomenal top deck. Obviously take the least amount of damage. Going down to 4 though. Level the Swain. But it might be a little too late. Okay. Ban the gunners. Yeah, I'm playing it now, right now.
One must stack the wood before burning the fire.
If he has the Rex, we're done for. If not, we're still in the race.
Glory, you are mine.
We're still in the game. Smack him. Great. Do I really go for the snapwine here? I think I like the Bandit Gunners better. Spell sheet and stuff, and we have still the single combat open.
I never miss.
Okay, we get rid of this at
Cut
least.
them apart.
I mean, if I single combat now... No, I need to keep it up.
For glory, face me.
Okay, something bad happens here. He has to block, so I might as well drag this and take as little damage as I can. For my units, I
In
mean.
my sights.
Okay. No Sejuani so far. I mean, a Sejuani we can deal with. Gangplank as well. Has returned. Actually crazy that he's top attacking that one. I will safe play here and sacrifice this unit that has spell shield. Because if he has a Make It Rain, he can kill my Glory Seeker. Okay, we'll get rid of that one. So let's just hope. What? Okay. What is your last card, my boy? Ooh, dude. I was scared for a second. It's actually a parlay. Alright. Snapwine, go! Apothecary in action. And no matter what he top takes here,
I'll cut them apart.
this is game. Boom! We did it. Ha! And you thought this is everything? No, I had so much fun the other day after recording this session that I wanted to show off 2 more games. So let's go. Let's strike some more. Against the Biller 47. Playing Poppy Taric. And I definitely want to mulligan completely here, because we need an earlier curve. Swain is nice and all, and this Cataclysm is great, but too early. What we need here is basically our 2-drops, our 2-drop challenges. So this, I will trade these if he wants to offer the trade. Okay, he doesn't. Not 2-drop, unfortunately. We do get a free hit. Well, if that ain't annoying. I may be up to Cataclysm actually with my Snapper to get the 5 attack in. I think that's a good play. Oh wow. Yeah, it looks good to me. Because it gives us 1 progress for the reputation, right? And we really need that. And you can't trade with Petricide, or you can't attack rather.
Proud warriors of the sun's true light.
Okay. I mean, if you want to take it to this, be my guest. Really? What? Why would you ever do that? It's a terrible play, dude. He's temporary 5 attack, you give me 1 more reputation. And I'm not complaining. But you're a Masters rank player. Ooh. No, it has to be the Combat Cook. I mean, you could play Poppy, but if I'm passing, he's burning my mana, so... I'd rather rely on the single combat and on the combat reel. Like the light!
Garlic works in a pinch.
Because it allows us to remove both the Poppy and the...
Just
Yeah,
know the heroes around here somewhere.
remove the Poppy and the Taric. And yeah, I don't really know how he's coming back from this. Because from now on we have reputation met, and we have a bloody business in hand as well. 5 out of 12. Swain. Oh, love that concerted.
Ready to shine.
Just not today, brother. Sorry. Bye. Ugh. Okay, let's also develop this here.
I need just a moment.
Because I need just a moment.
Follow the horizon.
Am I blocking this? I probably don't. I really need a blocker as the problem. And I don't have any yet in hand. Or in play. Yeah. I'd rather go double reckless here.
Nothing can
Stop me! So we apply sheer pressure here. I could wait for another Poppy or Taric for the concerted, but I'd rather go all in here. Show him the full might. Could even go in with the Comet Cook as well and play the Whirling Death afterwards. I think that's the play. Okay. As we cut him down. Let's drag this, make sure this dies. And yeah, attack. Get our spell mana back, have the Whirling Death. Removing that, having Concert open still. To remove whatever they have there. In their turn. And yeah, also leveling our Swain. Now if a Leviathan top deck would be great. Something like that. It's just not it. Running a little low on gas, but the enemy as well, so I'm feeling pretty confident here winning this. I don't mind losing my Combat Cook this turn, so... Alright.
Too much salt.
Too much salt for my taste. Yeah, I will take this block. No need to remove this for just like preventing 3 damage.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
Is this temporary? Yeah, one of this buffs is temporary, so... Oh, no. Not today, brother. It's just not your day. Surrender in 3, 2, 1. Boom! It just performs. And our real last matchup is Nasus Kindred. Well, that's gonna be interesting for sure. I would like to keep the Concerted for Nasus, but I think it's a little early though. And I'd rather find my 1-drop here to enable my Trifarian Hopeful. And also mulligan the Tactician, obviously. The Trifarian is great, as we attack on 3, right? On odds, so we can then use him. I wonder if I ever develop the LeBlanc instead. Probably don't. I mean, the Glory Seeker is just a Vile Feast victim, right? Let's take it a little slow. I don't know if it's the right way to go against this kind of deck, but I think for now I want to do that. Yeah, he had the Vile Feast, so it was good to keep back here. Okay, we're 1 strike. We're 1 out of 4. Okay. There's something to enable the Hopeful and have still the Concerted or the Bloody Business open. Go.
They retreat.
Okay. We're ready! For 3 mana, what they can't really have something to stop this, right? Besides a hate spike, but this would mean he has to kill the Kindred as well. Yeah, but I don't know if that's the right play, buddy. I mean, sure, you get your 1 husk here, but I mean, you're still slaying. It's okay. My Swain is not leveled yet, so I'd rather play the Glory Seeker into LeBlanc. Okay. He does want to have a blocker. Understandable. Oh, baby. Well, I think in that case, I'm going for value here. This can become a value game between us. So I'd rather have that. Depending on what he develops, I either go for a Snapper into the Glory Seeker or LeBlanc. Okay, I guess it has to be this. Still passing. Why would you do that? Okay, I will attack with this. Danger. Will give me another. Oh, that's a great pull actually. He's still passing. Like he has nothing to play. I think your Nasus is not great, big enough yet. Yeah. Hope revived it. Let's get in the bonk.
I hate having to put my face on.
Definitely. And I do also want to develop the Snapper here. Maybe he's making a mistake going for the attack, or maybe using his mana here so I can finish off the Nasus.
Now what could you be plotting?
Okay, he's not. That's very unfortunate. I have to keep the mana open. Oh, the Leviathan is great, but I'd rather go Glory Seeker here.
Victory requires a sharp...
Threatening a big hit here. Could have more hate spikes. Yes. He's blocking like this. I level my LeBlanc, and I'm very fine doing that. What could he have? Let's go for the Concerted now. Could also have Rite of Negation. So I want to try this. Because he has to remove both the LeBlanc and the Glory Seeker to stop this. I mean, to be fair, he could also just remove the Glory Seeker, right? Or that, yeah. So he did have a right, but he had out. Scattered Pods, wow. More Ancient Yetis. We were very close leveling LeBlanc here. But he's also very close with his Nasus. We have no more spells, which is a little scary, but we do have a Combat Cook. And I like it together. I mean, the Scout is phenomenal here. Let's go for the Scout. I think it has to be that. Because Scout on Swain is just great. I think he's leveling the Nasus no matter what, so I think that's fine for now. Because he has something to slay, right? If I block with a LeBlanc. And I'd rather have her leveled. Get my mirror image in. Okay, let's go for it.
Everywhere. I
I am everyone.
The wheel
Never stops turning. Okay. So unfortunately he does have the overwhelm now on him. The special, I mean. Roar. Okay, does have that. The sheriff! Hello there. Okay, let's threaten a big attack here. Oh, I like that Glory Seeker. It's not really a good block. You want to have your father, and I have overwhelmed, dude. Yep. I mean, the sheriff has 7 attack. I wonder how he's stopping that. He has to slay 2 more units. Yeah, I'm going for it.
Bilgewater's a mess.
Oh, actually, never mind. I have -1 attack because of his debuff. Okay. So he probably has a height spike. Let's mirror image this one here. I could drag them away anyways, right? Let's mirror image this then. Boom. Second vulnerable. I am off to go with this. So in case he just has a glimpse beyond to save the Nasus, yeah, he has to go for it now. Exactly. Yeah, unfortunately we're 1 off. And he just needs 2 more slays to get the 20 and OTK me here. But we have a Leviathan. So either he kills me this turn, or I have the opportunity to finish him off with that. Oh crap. That's a big oopsie. Yeah, he's too wide for me. I need to fish out a strike spell here. Fast speed. Concerted, that's great. Man, I wish I could remove him here with the concerted. So I have to make sure I don't give him any... Oh crap, he has that. I have to do this. If he has 2 more slays, he has 2 more slays. But we need to get rid of this impact here. Okay, this is 1 more slay. It was kinda bound to happen that he removes that. But we have open attack lethal with this, and then he has to decide what to do. Because he has only... Oh, he's of 20. Fuck my life, man. He has 20 attack. Yeah, he has to go for it now. Come on, buddy. This is so ridiculous. Man, maybe I should have kept the concerted and hope for a top deck like that. Yeah, you can never know, right? Obviously we can't end with a lose, so Nasus kind of forced me to play another one against Udyr Galio. And I don't know about you, but I love this Apothecary here. This is 1-off, having it yet again. We draw it like almost every game. It's kind of funny. But it puts in the work though. Okay. Here's that. Let's pass for now. Hope for some 2 drops. Oh, that's okay. I'll take the risk of getting hit some more here. Here's a 2-drop at least. Maybe it's open attacking. No open attack, no nothing? No, then I'm fine passing here, buddy. You're burning 2, I'm burning 1. It's killing you. We're gonna carve a path.
With 2 minds.
the Merc Wolf.
The Merc Wolf. If that ain't a surprise. Question is, am I single combating now to be mana efficient? Also want to remove that Udyr. I mean, let's try. I have concerted still for the Udyr in case he comes down. So rather, yeah. Have his Comet Tricks out now. And another single combat, never punished. Spirits gather. I could hopeful into concerted. I think I want to single into LeBlanc into single.
hate having to put my face on.
Because it will progress my level up for LeBlanc. But then again, I think I have to remove this Merkwolf. It's a problem. Let's go with that. Remove that. And we get some more 5 drops here. That's hilarious. Okay. Swain is close to be leveled. Puts it on there. I think it's a misplay. Should wait for something better. Maybe the Challenger, for example. Oh boy. And against Formidable.
Courage, excuses for war.
This is great.
A mistake is the first step to improving.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really willing to trade into this.
Welcome to the tipsy hour.
Okay, now I think I do.
Witness strength.
Because he can remove him now with a single combat or something. And
I tried.
yeah, you did. It's fine for now. Combat Cook is great.
Another round.
He could have rallies and stuff.
You dare oppose Noxus.
I'm actually willing to make these trades. I have the longer breath because of my apothecary. Even though I'm losing my units here. Let's get a new. Getting more chump blockers. Okay, now things are getting nasty. Let's draw some here. Even though we don't have the reputation yet, I want to be mana efficient with that and draw some answers. Swain is not bad. Okay, we have to think this through, because we have to remove this turn, probably, so he doesn't level his Galio. Which means I need another 5 attack unit, and I think it has to be the Combat Cook then. Yep. I think I like the Combat Reel.
Good fight, the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
Great our glory, here is our anger.
But he's not there yet. I think I will just attack into this.
Come and get it.
Gives me 1 more mana. Makes him force out some blocks. And he wants to kill both of them. Let's do this. Is that enough though? Well, it's not, buddy. Sorry. And we're Swain leveled. Get down that one. Safety Inspector, okay. Let's get in this. Is that a... Oh, it was a Galio actually. Or was it even worse play then? Okay, let's get down you.
Ours is the one
True light.
We will trample them.
I'm not so sure about this one, buddy. I think I want to try to bloody business here. Could have another Troll Chant, but I'd rather have this going down. Because this can become a threat. Okay, he has concerted here. I don't want him to transform, so I'm gonna doing this. Plus Cataclysm. Obviously a single combat can stop that. But, I mean, even a Troll Chant would. Yeah, okay. Okay, things are still nasty. Let's see how things work out here. Scary, scary. Okay, let's try and do the kill here. Let's try to secure the kill.
Must be some magic about.
Oh, I'm 1 off. Crap. Actually not. I can attack with a Swain. I don't match to mana. I have 9 mana more, so I can do this. Into the combat. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Wow. Plus that one. And my Swain is leveled, so you're done, buddy.
Empire above all.
Vision to see what
He was too greedy for the level up, I guess. But now it's game.
leave them nothing.
You are mine.
Yep. And I have overwhelmed, buddy. Sorry to say.
Must have
I've gotten her.
Bleed
For Noxus! Rager going down. We have a Riptide Rex. What is this hand? Oh wow. That's okay. You're a fighter, I see. Let's go to the Lily.
Prepare the cargo!
There's no excess when victory is at stake. Exactly. Boom! Well, then there was the win. Okay guys, thanks for checking out this episode of Bowling. Strike yourself, try it out yourselves. If you want to have more decks like this, you can always subscribe up here. And if you can't have enough from Swain, there's another Swain list on this side. So check this one next. Until next time, you stay legendary. Vlad out.